Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel. Welcome to Look Back. Look Back is where we take a look at reviews that I did a year, 5 years, and 10 years ago and tell you what I think about them today. Now, this is going to be a shorter look back than normal because 1 year ago was the Essen Spiel Fair, and so there was no reviews up that time. So let's go back to 5 years ago. First, we have Article 27. Now, I dropped this one a little bit. This is an interesting game with a gavel type thing, and it's the United Nations, and you're arguing over different things, and it works well. I like negotiation games, but this one hasn't aged really well. There's almost maybe too many little rules in the game, and honestly, I haven't seen anyone play this, well, for the past 5 years. Agents of SMERSH. This is a fun storytelling game. Now, we're starting to see storytelling games like Near and Far add a really good game to them. Agents of SMERSH was the first to try that, so I like it. It's not complete, it's a little wonky and it's not perfect, but the stories, the spy stories, you're going around as a cooperative game with an interesting dice mechanism, so it is a lot of fun. Agents of SMERSH. Suburbia. This is a game that I don't know if my initial rating was a 9 or not. I might have changed it in recent years, but I just really love the game. It's in my top 100 games, easily. City building game. I love the idea that you are building part of a city. It looks like your own little city, but what you do affects the other players in their cities. Fantastic game, still great. So now let's go back 10 years. So first we have Judo. This is a game from Blue Panther. Blue Panther is a company that makes little wooden things. They make my wooden dice towers for the Dice Tower Kickstarter and stuff, and they're really great. And this is what this was. It was like a wooden game where you were fighting like a octopus type thing, and it was good-ish at the time. I was much more lackadaisical, you know, with how tough I was on components, but these little wooden etched games just don't do it for me as much anymore. The game's okay, I guess. Then we have Cutthroat Caverns. Now this one's dropped slightly, but I still really enjoy it. A semi-cooperative game in which everyone is going up and fighting several monsters in rooms, and you're all trying to hit the monster, trying to be the one to land the last blow. Really campy fun, and semi-co-op games very rarely work, but I think this one does a good job. Then Archaeology, the card game. Now this game is amazing, especially the reprint from Z-Man Games. They did a really good job at this, where in this game you are basically buying and selling different relics that you find, or looking for relics, trying to get sets of relics. They're in the middle, but there's also thieves and sandstorms. Very light, simple game, but it's the game that put Phil Walker Harding for me on the map, but now he's done so many other great games, but this is one of his best. And then Ticket to Ride Switzerland. There's a lot of Ticket to Ride maps that come out. Ticket to Ride Switzerland was one of the first. It's one of the best 2 or 3 player maps. Probably 2. I really like it best with 2. It's tight. I think it's the first map that had countries as a spot you could go to rather than cities. And I really like it. It's a game that puts an emphasis on tickets. You know, before this I used tickets as something I did on the side. Here tickets become really important. Some really neat aspects, a really great map. All right, well, that's what I think about those games. Pretty short. We'll see you next week for another Look Back. Until then, I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching Look Back on the Dice Tower.